Step into Wix Studio, the platform for agencies and enterprises, and turn website layouts into an art form. Lumify?
It's kind of amazing.
Wow. My go-to is Lumify eye drops. Lumify dramatic.
The University of Keepites, University of Biblical Israelites, the University of American Indians for the culture, as wisdoms, Asiatics, and so on so on. Today we're gonna do a video on Mint Me Untouchable, we'll name Ronnie Fountain Jr. And he's a Packer Tom and a Tether at the same time. Now, that's I played this like 2 or 3 times. Ooh, hey, 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 hey. Whoa, whoa, hey, hey, whoa, whoa. Let me stop this screen this. Mm-hmm. Hey, what's up? Watch some of racism. I'm gonna make you a mod. Here comes a new challenger. Hold on just a second. Uh-huh. Yeah, he is a handkerchief. Okay, I'm back. So what was yeah, Pekatana is a handkerchief head Pekatana or V cut out. Got freaking disconnected. Okay, so I made you a mod. Okay. Hackathon Ron remind me of these guys that I've been dealing with. Let's say it started out in 2017. There's a guy, right? He do wrestling topics, wrestling broadcasts. He goes by the name of Lee Sanders, the RCWR show, aka Carl Winslow. Okay, hold on. Right? Yeah, he's born in 1992 to, yeah, 1992, my bad. Okay, it's the a guy. Yep, that's the link to Punk Peckerton, Ron Dockery. Yeah, it's a guy, you know, called Winslow. So I want him to come on my. I want him to come on his broadcast. I told his Sonya Blade that she knew about the issues, about me and him and such because I remember my old Facebook account. I left a message. Say, I hope your husband sees this because he went on my YouTube channel and I did a video on it. Then Carl Winslow informed this, then threatened me to press charges and stuff. Carl Winslow is anti-black. He is a so-called African American, aka American Negro. He is that. But him and me, we dealt with females in the family, just like this dude. And I heard this dude right here deals with females in the family, and he's also part of the rainbow agenda. He's part of that because he abuses children. You know, under the rainbow community, they do the same thing worse than non-ones do, and they run by white supremacy because white supremacy and white LGBTQ, they all working together. That Negro should know that. That biblical Israelite should know that. And he sounds like a New Yorker. It's a possibility he could be Caribbean descent. And I dealt with another guy. And he is Antoine Rogers 2.0 because I'm getting to him next. It's a guy, Antoine Rogers, aka the Court of Justice for All Equal Rights. He said he wants to be a professional wrestler one day. Him said a future pro wrestler. And yes, oh yes, he those indie wrestlers at MCW Maryland Championship Wrestling, I have independent so-called black wrestlers that he knows that we mutual friends on Facebook. Uh-huh. Absolutely. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I am not BSing you. And he goes to these shows. Yep, he does. Even he met Tony Atlas, and Tony Atlas, he got him a Becky. Yep, MCW Wrestling. Patrick Clark and Leo Rush was in that organization, MC Wrestling, but now they on the alumni. My mouth is dry, like a freaking mother. Okay, so this Uncle Tom, Pecker Tom, had audacity to say, "Ladies and gentlemen and wrestling fans alike, this is the type of mess wrestling with racing promotes on Twitter and looking to do the same thing here on this app. Since me, he has targeted and sent death threats not only Triple H don't see color. Remember, he did a promo with Booker T because people like him doesn't deserve to be a world champion. I know you remember that, Uncle Tom, because he's not his people. He sees my people and wrestling with racism people as entertainers, not competitors. That's what he sees. You're not my people, okay? And you know that they never built anything from the beginning of time. It was so-called black people that did that. Triple H people did not build anything. And they not the original Americans. The original Americans, before it was American, was so-called black people. Yeah, he wants to be white so bad. Same thing with Antoine Waters and Carl Winslow. Carl Winslow. And even with the asylum. Yeah. Cause they got a slave master, just like Antron got a slave master. Their slave masters are Dark Horse and Hamoshu Cracker. And yeah, I ate him alive on Dragon Patriot's panel 2 weeks ago and talking about the wrist crackers and stuff. That I can't, you can't get him. He's keeping Antron away from me. Antron is in shackles and chains. Antron wants a white buddy that be by his side. You know they don't give us so much love. We taught them how to love. It wasn't them. And Stephanie McMahon, but Rio RWR's real name has also gone after Hunter's mother, father Hunter, and Stephanie's three daughters. You have to understand that they're racist. You see, they all been programmed that way. All right? They don't give us all 100% love. That's not their design to love us. They're designed to rule over us and hate us. Okay? Triple H don't want so-called black people on the pay-per-view card. That's why I said on wrestling broadcast that um at the last minute they put New Day on the card and beat the Falcon ratings for the WWE Tag Team titles for the 12th time, breaking Harlem Heat's record. They were the first ones in WWE that were the 12-time Tag Team Championship, so-called black. Street Profits won the Tag Team titles like 2 or 3 times. I did say this on Wrestling with Racism broadcast on Twitter. I absolutely did say that. Uh-huh. And we already know about the New Day. Mm-hmm. How they did it, and I said this on Wrestling with Racism broadcast. Shuck it and jive it. Uh-huh. Check the recent video out. Cause I was on there along with what is it? Smoking. No, it's not. It's not Smoking Guns. It's gonna get back to me. It's definitely gonna get back to me. I need some time to think. I had the name, but I literally forgot. Yeah, no problem. It's a pleasure. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It was 3 guys. I know HBK 400, aka Boston Racism, was the host on the show, on the broadcast last Sunday. It was Stolen Gun. Then it's another guy. I think it is ICU Clothing, and it's a guy that's in the Marines. I think that's him. And also Barry, because Barry got a deep voice. His voice is deep. He has to be very tall. That had that voice that deep. He gotta be like between 6'5" and 6'11". He is very tall. I know taller guys have deep voices like Barry White. Even Brother Steve. And he has to be very tall. Around 6'3" and 6'6" between. Okay, he has called Triple H a racist and has threatened his family tirelessly by saying his daughter will pay for his sins and calling them to be killed. Well, he been that way. Triple H doesn't care about so-called black people. The only one person that was so-called black to put him over for the WWE Championship was The Rock. But The Rock considered himself Samoan, and The Rock, his father, is a so-called African Canadian. He's not a so-called black American Negro. He is from Nova Scotland, and it was us that built Nova Scotland. Because all so-called black people was everywhere. We was around the globe. It was dark skin and brown skin. Don't make me go there. Because I will pass it with this. Rush over racism is extremist, sadistic, xphobic, and racist bigot. That's tripulation now. That's them crackers. Alright? They more of that than us. They are a lot worse than us. And I urge Instagram to consider looking into his history and see that he is a serious problem. Triple H is a serious problem. And you should meet Malik X, HBK 400. Look at here. This morning, that heart attack will be last of your concern. You better think of your children. Wow. Triple H, and your journalist, and you make the best right decision. You see, they know good. Come on, man. Booker T should know that, and any so-called black wrestler should know that. Bianca Belair and Jay Cargill better win this morning, or that your ass Triple H. Oh, that's you. Yeah. Because they are something about them. Something about them. I'm making a huge circle. Something about them. They don't care about us. They racist, biggest exophobia themselves. They do it to their own crackers anyway. A lot worse. But they don't put that out there. But put us out there first. That's a bad look, man. You see? You see? And I heard we're wrestling with racism. It's a possibility that they going to be in the Republican political field. The Republicans are with Yale University's they with Yale University Skull and Bones, aka Skulls and Crossbones. They with a secret society. George W. Bush, Vince McMahon, they all part of the secret society named the Skulls and Bones, aka the Skulls and Crossbones. And their number is 322 3/22 322. And they heavily racist on so-called black people. They all a part of that. All them cracks all a part of that. And the daughters will be part of it as well. There is a female skulls and crossbones, skulls and bones, connected with the Eastern Stars. And you said this, Uncle Tom, have yet to figure it out. But here's more stupid shit from him when Jay and Bianca lost the title. He was first to threaten Triple H's family again. You see, something about Triple H, come on, man. The man doesn't see color. Come on, man. His parents and the slave masters, because his family are slave masters, descendants of slave masters. Come on, boy. He's putting the cracker on notice. And you too blind to see that you're colorblind. HB 400 Triple H, are you sure is this the direction you want to take your daughters? The damage is done. The game will be played. See? See? HBK 400 got a point. Don't you see? Stop listening to white supremacy and them crackers and the Babylonians, man, because they like to deceive us and whitewash us and stuck into the plantation. Like Owen Hart said, enough is enough and it's time for a change. And this is coming from a cockanoid person that was a blood sacrifice for WWE and Vince McMahon to be a publicly traded company. May the 23rd, Over the Edge, Batman was showing predicted programming. Come on now. Ema Fima and Asada have defeated Bianca slash Jay and Baszler slash Stark to become the new women's tag team champions. I'll say something. Fishman Man, the Fishman Man we see is either a blood sacrifice or in some kind of island, which is our island, which is a so-called black person's island. Because it's always been our island to begin with. Testify to that. We so-called black people want change, but they don't want that. They want us to put us in shackles and chains and be handcuffed and be in our own jail and our own prison. White supremacy right there. And Fitz McMahon is a 32nd Master Mason, the real Fitz McMahon. He's with the Freemasonry, and I already said with the skulls and bones, aka the skulls and crossbones. Triple H has heart problems and he has no sons. He apparently on his way out the door, therefore his daughters are going to suffer the punishment of his action. Enough is enough, just like Owen Hart has said. Like I said, coming from a cockanoid man. He is fucking racist, but there are many in here who try to defend until their last breath. I used to look up to Triple H when I was younger, but now I can't because he don't see so-called black people as equal, but we are equal in euphoria, and we also have electricity and neo-melanin, and we also have dominant games. We can beat every different ethnicity in sports. That's why they like HBK 400, aka wrestling with racism, say it's certain sports, and I think hockey is one of them, are protected by white supremacy slash Babylonian. You see, he mocked The Rock. You thought it was funny, but it's racism all over. Everything cannot be one-sided, you know. Triple H game over. HBK 400. See, game over for the cracker Triple H. See, Gary FBA first. Yeah, shout out to Gary FBA first. For the culture. Yeah, Tony Khan. He's a Davidian. He's a cracker ass Davidian. I'm not using no hate speech. See, because they all the same. Who's writing Murphy, Clara, LFS, Obituary? You know how that go. Babylonian white supremacy. Girl dead, strong girls proud. See? See this, Uncle Tom, Ron? You see this? He's giving us points. You see, your conscious mind needs to be reformed. And you need to start opening that pineal gland, that third eye of yours. I'm opening, but still fighting. Because this is spiritual warfare going on. All right? Spiritual warfare is real. for the simple fact that Triple H doesn't see color. Excuse me. For the simple fact that Triple H has heart issues. This is will be the very last one. Yeah, he is. Uh, like Malik X said, he is Triple Bitch. Uh-huh. He is Triple Bitch with like white supremacy at its core and at its finest. Come on now. Mm-mm-mm. Damn. Pause for a minute. Let me pause for a minute. Let me scroll back. Whoa. Every time I see a sister, I'm about to get a heart attack. Wow. Dang it. Got that wagon right there. Ooh, wee. Marvin Gaye, have mercy on me. When it seems to be, well, mercy, mercy me. Oh, what it seems to be. Can I get a amen? Can I get an amen? Oh, these beautiful black queens. Yes, yes. The brothers. Mason Wells. Shout out to Mason Wells. Uh-huh. We go back on his page. Gia and Lala. Damn. Ooh, can I make it? Amen. Let me get some more fried chicken because I just had some Popeyes and KFC. I just need more of that. I just had the oatmeal and biscuits, mashed potatoes. I had biscuits. Oh, let me add the collard greens. Oh, let me add the collard greens. Whoa, these beautiful black queens. Wow, that's a so-called black man's best friend. Let me say it again. A so-called black man's best friend is a so-called black woman of the name of a true all-law neo-melanin for the culture, baby. Mason Wells, Miles Hawkins, the hype. Shout out to Miles and the hype. Shout out to these beautiful black queens with wagons, Gia and Lala. See, you need a so-called black woman, Ron. Forget about them different nations of women, you know. Then man, man, you lucky, bro. You lucky, bro. You took a picture with a beautiful black woman. You're lucky, bro. You feel good. That's what I like about so-called black men. But you got a lot of issues. Either be reformed and break out of this pecker Tomness that you act. I can give you that. Unleash if you can, unless you repent of fighting with oppression instead of going against it, because you are no, you you should fight us with oppression, not against it. Oh shit, no, I got that wrong. You should fight it with us against oppression. You're fighting against oppression. My bad. I got the words twisted up. But you are fighting with oppression instead of going against it. I got my words twisted up. I'd apologize for that. My mouth is so dry right now. I can deal with a dry mouth. But if you change your ways, you will be reformed of fighting against oppression. Because we are against oppression, we are against oppress. We are against that, not fighting with it. That's what that other dude do. And I will get into him tomorrow because it will be a part 15. But I give you doubt that you took a picture with a so-called black woman. You feel good, but you gotta break that whitewashing. That's okay. Oh shoot. Yeah, you took a picture with Tony Atlas. I already know what Tony Atlas is. And you said this, the biggest and greatest honor of going to MCW Fan Jam 3 was actually getting to meet the legendary Hall of Fame Tony Atlas, tag team partner Rocky Johnson, the so-called first black tag team that won the tag team titles from the Wives of Mullins in the 80s. Tony told me during the time him and Rocky were tag team champions, they experienced endless racism, and it was also Rocky Johnson that godly motivated Tony to keep wrestling at his time, and he came close to quitting. God bless Tony and Rocky, because Rocky Johnson dealt with racism as well, and he didn't want his son Rock, because he don't want Rock to go through the same thing that he did, because Rock had dealt with racism, and it was HBK and Triple H. Come on. Them crackers, man, and they still racist to this day. And you took a picture with the hype. I cut up with one of half of the MCW Tag Team Champions, the Hype Cons, the man, and I'm proud to see him doing big things for the tag team wrestling. I have noticed that no crackers at all exhibit this fascination with me. You were fascinated with him. Let's get it straight. This excessive behavior might be a factor in his wife, Ethan Barrow. Listen, bro. He got him a Nubian queen. You should get a Nubian queen yourself. Come on. Them different ethnicities of women. Let me tell you about them different ethnicities of women. Minus so-called black women in so-called black countries. Let's minus them out because they Nubian queens as well. They want money out of a so-called black man, especially them Sonya Blades. They want a certain so-called black man, and neither me, HBK 400, and you are not in that category because we are not corporate like a Carlton Banks and a Steve Urkel. Come on, stop fighting with oppression and go against it. And you cut up with Gia Scott once again after a while, managed her regain her women's championship for the seventh time, the greatest down women's champion. Gia, I can give you that. You felt like a Nubian king, but you gotta stop doing what you're doing and stop being a nigga and be a reformed so-called educated brother. Okay? You felt a king. I want to see that. Stop being obsessive with HBK 400 and get you a damn Nubian queen. That should be your Nubian queen right here. HBK 400. That's your Nubian queen. Yeah, you looking fresh. How the fuck did you pump these bitches up like that? Real, yeah, that's funny. That's funny. That is so funny. But it look great. See, Ryan, you gotta stop these white foolishness that you're doing. Okay, stop being an anti-black. Them pumps. Look at them. That's funny though. That is funny, nigga. If you don't go to Payless and buy you 7 pairs of shoes. Oh my gosh. Negroes pockets wanting this busted ass forces. Yeah, that's Patrick Clark. And Ronnie, you know that he's from our area, the DMV area. Yeah, yeah. Patrick Clark was flamboyant. Very flamboyant. That's right. When he had the Velveteen Dream character, he looked so flamboyant. What a saying. You better get your shit together. HBK 400 is right. You better get your shit together. Your hairline, those shoes, dirty ass pants, and that near beard, your bum ass handkerchief head, peccatan nigga. Yeah, you gotta change, man. Because white supremacy cannot save a so-called black person, just like yourself and others like you. That includes Antoine and Carl Winslow, Uncle Phil, you know. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, stop being white and be back as a so-called black. We need to make so-called black cracker, Uncle Packer Tom, Tether, Uncle Tom Ron, like so-called black again. And I sent him the StreamYard link too, so I can give him some points and teach him how to be a so-called black again. That is real funny, Golden. Real funny. But I'm being serious right now with it. Having commentary while wrestling with racism, no harm, speaking the truth, is written in Exodus 21:16. That is our Bible. That is our, not no King James. You better be careful of that King James Bible, because that King James has some whitewashing stuff. You know what I'm saying? The white man, he stole us, tell a joke, but not a lie. Yes, he did. He stole everything. And our electricity in our bodies were disconnected. Wooden shoes supposed to help our electricity flow to our dominant body. There will be a day when I will be able fully explain the one-sided obsessive beef that this dude has concert in his mind against me for over a year on Twitter, but not yet. Do a video. It's in the link. I can speak on HBK 400's behalf and let you about us, because we are the original people. The little natives of this country were neo-melanin beings. We built this country. So-called black people built America before it was America, damn it. Come on now. Because you're missing points right there. You took a picture with Gia, and you said I had a great night at MCW season speedings last night. Got the chance to catch up with Gia Scott, the Marcy Kane. You took a picture with Gia because you felt like a black king, a so-called black king. The Marcus King and Judas Grant and Rocco Sar and Ian. I got the chance to meet Kalisto, former WWE wrestler, former WWE so-called superstar. You can't say wrestlers. You gotta say superstar. You gotta say diva. And I met MCW's resident sign guy and Bobby Starr. Can't wait to come back in February for Fan Jam 4 to see the Dudley Boy. Devon got him a Sonya Blade. Why? Oh, maybe he can't handle a so-called black woman. Maybe it's too much for him. Man, that's Sonya Blade's gonna take all his freaking money. Look what happened to Shaq Gasper, New Jack, and Don Cornelius and Kobe Bryant now that dated so-called white women. Even Vanessa is mixed, but you gotta consider her as a cockanoid. See, Bubba Ray cannot help Devon because Bubba Ray is part of white supremacy as well. Oh yeah, I don't do that. I don't do Christmas like I used to because it's a pagan and they worship Nimrod and Sayonara, an evil deity. See, he is Satan, but we all know Satan is a so-called black man. not no white man. Yeah, you feel good, nigga. You feel real good. hmm Black power. And I heard about this too. I heard about this. Allegedly. I heard about this. I don't know if I was friends with this guy when I had my old Facebook account, but allegedly, I heard about this. Yeah, you holding up the MCW title? Uh huh. Yeah. A brother. I don't know if I was friends with him, but this, I despise it. Paganism. You got to get out that Babylonian system, Ron. You need to escape. You got to help yourself. I can't help you. HBK 400 can't help you. You got to do this on your own. Then you met this cracker James Ellsworth, and I already know how nasty he is. A man has a fighting stance. And then you took a brother with Rio Hendricks. I already know who Rio Hendricks is. He's a biblical Israelite American. And you took a piss with a sister, man. That's what you freaking need. You need a sister. She will take care of you because she is a god. Black woman is God one. That's what you need. She is both a worshipful master mason. She is a goddess and a god. That's who we are. We so-called black men are gods. And this is not for everybody to know. I have to remember that, even with the Uncle Toms and Coons and Auntie Mia and Mammies. But you need a sister. You need a freaking sister be by yourself. You are a king to her. She is a queen to you. You need this. You need a baddie. You need a mama jamba. You need that instead of I'm going against HBK 400. You need a black queen. A black queen. A black queen. Ron, you need a black queen. A black queen, Juan. That's what you need. A black queen. Ha! That's what you need. A black queen. That's what you need. I need a black queen. She's my best friend. Okay? It doesn't matter what nationality. Come on. Because they everywhere. Not just here in America, all around North America, South America, you know, Americano. Yeah, a so-called black man. Um, Australia, even though they're colonizer names, Asia. There's some black queens in Asia and Europe. Because we were everywhere, not just so-called black countries. It's a book there. I challenge you to do a video, Ron, and you need to drop that link so I can educate you, brother. Open your pineal gland. Pineal gland is right here. This is your pineal gland, brother. You need a black queen, so-called black queen. And listen what he has to say.
with AEW Dynamite Grand Slam tomorrow night, I just wanted to
It's
give
that
my
New York
thoughts on one
voice.
particular match, that being Nigel McGuinness versus Bryan Danielson. I
And
have a
Brian
feeling
and
Bryan is going to show
Danielson,
up.
Daniel
Like
Bryan, a
all the
cracker.
jibber jabber that Nigel is talking, just sour
Nigel,
grapes for the past
he's a
18
cracker
years that he's
too.
been begging
Nigel
and groveling to
McGuinness,
Bryan Danielson to make him
and he
relevant
did
again.
win against
Just because his
Danny Basilman
career
for Philosophy
sort
in
of peaked in
2005.
2009 as Desmond Wolfe in TNA. But let me
They
say this
both crackers, and
to
they
make it
both
short and simple.
into the white supremacy
Bryan is going
program.
to show up and beat the piss out of Nigel. He's going to make Nigel wish he had stayed in retirement, and he's going to make him wish that he had stayed overshadowed in Bryan Danielson's shadow.
Oh
Hashtag
yeah,
Nigel
Vaughn.
fears Bryan.
I'm going to the party next
But you know what?
Saturday and
I'm
Sunday,
wondering if Nigel can prove me
and I
wrong.
gave you an invite on
I doubt
Twitter.
it, but can you prove me wrong, Nigel? Ball's in your court, Nigel.
Okay, and we already know 9/11 is an inside job. They planned this. Go into Jamatra, World Trade Center. I really wish white folks would stop talking about this. Let it go. All this was an inside job. Arthur, aka Phoenix Knight, has said it's an inside job. All right, and I know they benefit from this. Come on, even Baby Boy shows predicted programming on the mailbox 9/11. This right here, inside job. They plant this. Right, the white supremacy plant this. People die, bro. Delete this. Let me tell you something, bro. T Mac. Ooh. Let me tell you something, nigga. It was a blood sacrifice. It was an inside job. They benefit this. I gotta do some research what they benefited from and how they got something from it. God, that's what the fuck they get for making it right only establishment. Something is behind it. I definitely agree. But the question remains, is September 11th is the worst thing to ever happen to white folk collectively as people? Then this dude said, black people died to 9/11. Ain't just the tears, it's also the Pentagon. I know it misplaced. Oh, that was an inside job. Pentagon too. Inside job. This was an attack on USA, not just white people. But the worst thing to happen for white people was probably World War One and Two. And I think it's a sacrifice as well in stage. Because there's some parts they leave out. Come on. This is not for y'all. If y'all feel some type of way, get the fuck off my live stream. Cause y'all not ready for this yet. Refrain from watching it. This is not for everybody. It's for the neo-melanin beings that has the pineal gland that's open and still fighting in a spiritual warfare. Because this is not for everybody. Inside job and blood sacrifices slash healing sacrifices. Come on. It was in predicted program. Baby ain't the only one. It was other shows. Even in the video game, it was a shooting. I forgot the name of the shooting. It has showed the 9/11 predicted programming. A day that will never be forgotten. 9/11 has I never forget. Look, all those pink people wanted. Yeah, this was an inside job. They should know that. The pink crackers, they should know that. It's all in Jamatra. And we're going to get into that real soon. But it's going to have to be the people that has their pineal gland open. It's for my race only. Once I do this Jamatra, wherever the time comes, I'm going to say something. If you don't like what I'm saying, that is deep and very consequential, Refrain from watching and get the fuck out. Get the F out. This is not for everybody because there's half of my own people that's still sleeping in on that Christianity. Because it's going to be very controversial and I will risk it all for it. I risk everything. Yes, I really going to do Jamastra on this. That's a risk that I had to take. It's a lot of stuff that they did not want us to know, and it's deep, real much deep. Yeah, James Earl Jones, blood sacrifice. They got him. Either they killed the character off or not. Because we do have doppelgangers in Hollywood and mainware. I'm still laughing at no crackers getting put in his place by Dustin Rhodes. We are more about Dustin Rhodes like Dusty. It's the American dream, baby. I stole thunder, Bruce gimmick, baby. You know, I can do it better than he can. You know he's racist too. Days after all and try to drag him from his past Dustin check and corrected his ass immediately. We already know. We already know. James Earl Jones, the mantra. Wasta, blues, Negro, and slave. 4259. See, Dustin Rhodes, HBK 400. Dustin Rhodes is a part of it. And you know, WWE was chosen the American Dream, baby. The American Dream, baby. As a Illuminati sacrifice, baby. Human sacrifice, baby. Come on now. You better wake up and smell the milk chocolate. You better smell that milk chocolate. And I'll give you the milk chocolate because it's good for our melanin carbonide. Gonna be real for a moment. If I asked you when you left the Fed, I would have told you yes, AEW called passion and renew. I have 500 positive years in AEW. I'm grateful that I can still perform at the very level, and that impresses me personally. I watched Sting my whole life. He paved the way for all of us. Watched him so long, able inspire whether you love me or hate me. I believe all years that I'm doing my best for time to elevate Von Erich's Monster Von Erich. Couldn't be prouder, happier with his fashion of guys. I gotta leave. I couldn't be prouder of happier with this fashion of guys. A study page up with the relaxed drug party or push procrastination, the agenda that they're pushing. 16 years clean, so here's your 5 minutes back, you whole TikTok. Dustin Roses are racist as well. All you racists can kiss my ass. Then from this Uncle Tom, we will form a line so you can suck our dicks for knowing you will like to try it at once. It could be a part 2. It's going to be a part 2. Dang, I think this is going to be a part 2 because I can't make the stream long. I don't know what it. I don't know. I think it's going to be. I think part 2. I'm going to pick up where I left off on. No, already. No. I already talked about this already. Yeah, seconds ago. Because I already talked about this. I think it's going to be a part 2. I'm going to pick up where I left off right here, and I have to share it. So I'm going to leave off from here. This is going to be a part 2 to be continued. Wait for part 2. I'm going to start share screen this. Okay. Oh, okay. The owner of a stolen gun and Delnia 2025 are the co-hosts of Wrestling with Racism. Okay. So stolen gun. That's why I didn't get the name. My mind is freaking tripping. I think part two is going to be tomorrow. Then I'm going to get into the guy. I definitely going to have to get into that tether on chapter 15. Okay, it's Delia Nation 2025. Wrestling with racism and hold white folks accountable. We hold accountable. I hold accountable. You hold accountable. Everybody else hold accountable. That's so-called black. But what about the crackers? These are not threats. I speak white folk language. Yes, yes, you are. We have to comprehend crackers. It cannot be us. If they take it as threats, then they need to check themselves. We are going to receive a new understanding today. Oh, type in Daniel Penny. Okay. That's what I'm going to do. Daniel Penny is in his search box. You have subscribed to Wrestling with Racism. Tom Juan is 100% obsessed. Yes, he is. That will occupy his time for sure. Why will you even come out the house like that? Okay, that's my tall queen, my tall boo. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Or he can talk, or he can take the next boss and do himself. He is too anti-black for a black queen. Aha. We out here wrestling with racism, and look what he wrestling with. Thank you for holding this string. Okay, so before I go, I'm gonna type in Daniel Penny. I think that's the guy you was talking about. Okay, Daniel Penny. No, that ain't him. Hold on. I can do something else with it. Let me stop share screen. I thought I was gonna do it with TikTok, but it's gonna be a part two. So this is it. Okay. This is a just topical behavior for an exovert grifter on Twitter. I have been dealing with all this simply because how I expose and call him out on his shit that he has been spewing all in the name of wrestling and racism. Don't be a miserable clown like okay. This is just typical behavior from this exovert grifter on Twitter that I have been dealing with all this simply because I expose and call him out on his shit and that he been spewing and the all in the name of wrestling and racism. Don't be miserable. Don't be a miserable clown like this goof. He's only doing the black and wrestling communities a disservice. Disservice, yeah. Yeah. I'm surprised you don't wish to be confrontational with me. Another, you and him have a confrontation. Ex-phobic grifter bombs like you a wanna stay styling, and he called him a liberal. Ever will be a loser. Chris, so no. Well, you can't hide. Let me in. Let me in. Three faces, and I don't see a so-called black in plain sight. Wow. Triple Aces won. Man, I got a little bit of time. Dear one, regardless your presence on wrestling with racism is no longer permitted. Your behavior characterized by exclusive crying and lack of substance in your commentary and has been to me unacceptable. The spec nuance attempts to address your conduct. You have consistently refused to improve constantly. Your participation in the program has been terminated. It is truly goddamn saying that for someone who claims to deliver the energy to anyone and everyone, you're pathetic and hiding money and dozing of me has only satisfied every fact I spoke of you to be true. An exotic, dimwitted, AI, uneducated, but I have never met a sadder, more pathetic, more attentive, jobbing prick like you in my entire life. And I will tell you, this only proves that you disgrace every black person. You disgrace every black person before you, then, and the ones to grow in the next generation. You are every free to forever live in shame, forever labeled as the racist that you are. I'm not surprised you don't wish to be confronted with me anymore. Exophobic, xenophobic, not xenophobic grifter bounds like you, and want to stay silent, and will be forever a loser. Wow, that's freaking harsh. Mm-mm-mm. And I will do a part two. Yep, part two will come tomorrow. Mm-hmm. That's on. I'm just using the Capcom Midway account on Facebook. Mm-hmm. So part two will be tomorrow. So I'm about to take my leave. Power to the people, hashtag for the culture. And I'm out. Alright? Alright?
Oh, oh, okay. Yeah, like I just said, I'll probably do it tomorrow, part two. I got you, HBK 400. I freaking got you. I thought I was gonna sort of preview because I'm gonna do a part two. I got you. So I'm out of here. Hashtag for the culture.